Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, it is Sunday, it's the first day of my short weekend, and I am on my way to see the Comic-Con in the city of Belton in Bell County, Texas. Now, as you may recall, I got my pass from the guys who run Silo of Screams. They told me that they had a free pass for me and I could come down and see this, and basically they were going to have a booth down there, so we're going to check them out, but also we're going to just check out the other exhibits that are here. So let's go, this is going to be fun. Now this is a smaller Comic-Con than some of the big ones that like happen in Orange County or Los Angeles or Chicago or New York or something like that. So this isn't going to attract any of the real big celebrities that you might see at one of those. And ironically, there's actually only one celebrity here I've ever even heard of, and I've already met this one. That was Lou Ferrigno, who played the Incredible Hulk in the 70s version of that TV show. So I don't know, probably won't see any celebrities today, but anyway, let's go in. This is still going to be fun. Alright, we are here. Made it through security. My pass worked for it right the first time, and I've already seen where the Silo of Scream stuff is, so I'm going to hit them at the end. I'm just going to kind of wander around. Let's see what we can see. I've seen this spare time, or I think this is an arcade place, but I think they're also a bowling place. And their approach seems they got a couple of just large-scale video games here you can play, so that's kind of fun. Yeah, see, this is what it is. Seems like you can, yeah, it looks like bowling and dining and just kind of fun place to hang out. Check this out. This is a bunch of Lego stuff that they built here. Look at all the stuff in here. I had Legos as a kid, but I never built anything elaborate like that. Oh, and yeah, even here I can't escape the mouse. Oh, check out that guy, he's got a Lego t-shirt. That's awesome. I see Ghostbusters back there. See if I can recognize everything. Back to the Future. You can see Doc Brown up on the roof there. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can get a closer look on this. See Ghostbusters with the Marshmallow Man. And Doc Brown up on top of there. You can see the wire going down at the DeLorean. That's awesome. Like I said, you never had that much detailed Lego stuff when I was a kid. And check out the roller coaster in the background. It's even working. Got the little cars going around. That's awesome. Oh, let's see, he's got to fix it a little. Oh well, we'll come back when it's working. Check out the castle here. Got that on a spinner so you can see it from all different angles. That's awesome. And they even got Lego World Trade Center towers. Check that out. Holy cow, that thing's tall. That thing's probably, including the tower on top there, that's probably 10, 12 feet tall. Look at all the Star Wars and space stuff. Got the space shuttle, a couple of space shuttles, rockets, got a TIE Fighter, X-Wing fighter, Millennium Falcon. I think that's the International Space Station, and the Moon Lander. Holy cow. All the Star Wars stuff. Death Star, Yoda, BB-8, R2-D2. Amazing. Actual lightsaber fights here. I guess if you want, you can wait in line and take your chances. And of course, you knew there was going to be a bunch of Star Wars stuff here. You can't have you can't have a Comic-Con without Star Wars stuff. So here you can have a photo with a actually a pretty functional R2-D2 and a Stormtrooper. You wouldn't normally expect to see those two together, but hey, whatever. It's Comic-Con. Everyone lives in peace, right? More Star Wars characters. I think that's one of the band members from the Cantina band, if memory serves. All sorts of photo ops here. More Star Wars stuff here. You got a Stormtrooper, and that's the ice monster from the Hoth planet. Another Millennium Falcon. And of course, Darth Vader here. These are all kind of miniature, about half size. Check out this original Batmobile. I don't know if it's the actual Batmobile from the TV show or just a reproduction. It's still pretty cool. Alright, so I'm kind of overhearing someone else. Someone else asked if he built that, and he says he had it built, so it isn't the original one. I guess it didn't really look like the original one. It looks like somebody built it, so still pretty cool, huh? Can you imagine driving down the road? You kind of looks you'd get if you're driving in that. That's awesome. And here we got some vehicles from Jurassic Park. That's kind of fun. It says don't touch the string because it's 10,000 volts, but I don't know. That looks like string. Doesn't look like it's a very good conductor. Probably good advice. Alright, and here we got a replica of the DeLorean from Back to the Future, and a replica hoverboard you can ride on. That's pretty cool. I've seen a whole bunch of these replica DeLoreans from Back to the Future, and this is a good one. And here we got a replica Deadpool car. I guess a lot of photo ops here, so that's kind of cool. And on this one we got a Bumblebee car, and I guess the Bumblebee character. I never actually saw the movie, so, but yeah, they got someone dancing here, so that's cool. And I guess this is Superman's car here. It looks like he's just made the transformation here. You see all his normal street clothes, including his glasses and his press pass. And now he is the Man of Steel. Check out this vehicle from S.H.I.E.L.D. That thing's awesome looking. They let you get up there and man the guns even. How bad is that? Very cool. And here you can get some samurai swords if you want. All kind of replicas. Some of them aren't even real swords, but all sorts of kind of cool stuff here. Not necessarily samurai swords either. All sorts of different weapons you can get here. That's kind of cool. It's funny, they won't allow you to bring weapons in, but you can buy weapons here. And of course, I got all sorts of merchandise here, but holy cow, $23 for a t-shirt, that's a little on the pricey side. Although they do have a lot of stuff to choose from. Some very cool ones too. I guess for any of you who ever played Mario Kart, you'll appreciate this. So I think this height chart is a little misleading. I'm tall, but I'm not more than 7 feet tall. Whatever. Also some kind of local artists around here do kind of famous images from movies and the likes. See a bunch of things I recognize up there. There's certain stuff here I'm interested in, other stuff I'm not, so I'm just kind of trying to show you the stuff that kind of is cool to me. There's a lot more here than that. I like some of these kinetic artwork pieces here, kind of light effects, they're kind of cool. Very, very cool. I guess those are Harry Potter wands that you can buy if you want. Because everybody needs a wand, right? Now check these out. These are cool. Look at these. These are like mugs. Beer mugs and stuff like that that you can get. How cool are those? I might actually have to get one of these. I don't know, I'll have to see if they take plastic. I didn't bring any cash with me because I didn't want to just go on a spending spree, which I can easily do in a place like this. Very cool. Some kind of cool signs. I guess these are candles, no? No, I don't think so. No, those are like sipper cups. Those are cool. And then they got just regular glass mugs here with different logos engraved in it. I see Alien, I see Captain America, Superman, Star Wars, Black Panther, Iron Man, more Black Panther, Wonder Woman. Yeah, Black Panther seems to be the thing to have here. Or maybe it's the one they're just selling the least of. Who knows?
Does it?
Doctor Strange. I know some of the characters. I don't necessarily know all of them. Incredible Hulk. That one's kind of cool. I like that one.
Got more on the other side as well.
Yeah, I like this one isn't necessarily an image. Just I like the colors on that one. Oh, see, that's the other side of that one. That's Captain America. Very nice. Some kind of cool signs, too. Or I guess just kind of paintings. Maleficent. Captain Marvel. A Venom clock, if you ever needed one. A lot of great stuff here. More Disney. Here we got a bunch of action figures. Looks like a lot of Star Wars stuff, but I don't know. I see Frankenstein and Dracula and Wolfman and Indiana Jones. I see some Star Trek in there. Kind of a whole bunch. Harry Potter. In case you needed an action figure, I guess this is the place to go. In case you ever needed a jellyfish lamp, there you go. As I walk through here, I keep remembering a TV show used to be on the air called Tosh.0. And I remember one joke. They said they were going to go to a Comic-Con one year, and what they were going to do is they were going to hire the character Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds to rush into the building, start running amok and screaming, "Nerds! Nerds!" Yeah, that'd be hilarious in here. So they seem to have these all over the place. It seemed to me these were called Funko. Maybe this is a cheap knockoff, or maybe Funko is a cheap knockoff. Who knows? Everyone seems to have the pop here. This is called the game room. Can you guess what they do here? And how many Comic-Cons do you go to that have a petting zoo? This one does.
Here, let her out.
That's how you know you're in Texas.
Get over. Come underneath. Move, Coffee.
A new friend for Flash. Alright, so they got like some food trucks here too. So in case you ever get hungry, you know, you're good to go. Shaved ice, you're into that. So it looks like I haven't even seen half of this yet. So let's go look at some more. Holy cow, this place is big. That's kind of cool. Some black light art you can get. Those look pretty cool. Check out that Beetlejuice. That thing's awesome. See what I mean? They're everywhere. Oh, fun stuff over here. Look at this. Things made out of other things. If you ever wanted a pet made out of a cheese grater, you're good to go. stuff here. All those, in case you needed something that you didn't even know you need, right? So these are all the people you can meet. Like I said, I have no idea who most of these people are. Now if we can just get the camera to focus here, there we go. Lou Ferrigno, I've heard of him, I've met him already, so. And there he is, the man himself. He's even looks like he's partially turned green for us. I'm guessing it happens. There you go. That's kind of cool if you're into Queen. A lot of artists in here selling their wares. Some kind of cool talent in here too. So yeah, this is the Silo Screams booth. And of course we have a couple of characters wandering around here. Apparently in the past they've had like a walkthrough that you can actually kind of go through and have a little mini Silo Screams here, but they didn't do that this year. So they've got some kind of some fun props to go look at here. I remember this guy. This guy's been out in front of the attraction before. A lot of heads. Everything you'd want, right? Some kind of fun mask. This dude's sort of been their official mascot for a while. He's got kind of a funny sense of humor, British accent. He kind of does a bunch of live streams and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. I was just talking to John a little bit ago. He was saying what he's trying to do is get a little publicity out here so they can maybe get some people to come and visit next year. Well, in a couple of months, I guess, is really what we're getting at. Sometimes you got to talk a lot when you get the music running here, or else you get a copyright hit. Don't want that. Hey, check it out. Groot is here. All right, Spider-Man's here. All right, so they got a fire truck here too. You can check out all the different equipment that they use. Hydraulic jaws of life, cutters, hydraulic pistons.
How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Oh, we're doing all right.
Everything you'd need to save a life.
Yes, sir. So some of it. Out here we have our extrication equipment.
Right.
And that's
jaws of life, cutters. That's a hydraulic lift, yeah.
Yep. So if anybody gets any kind of impingement or a dashboard on top of them, we actually have the availability to take that piece of equipment and use the hydraulics and actually lift that off.
Right, right.
But the jaws of life, we call them the spreaders. You're not just limited to opening car doors and stuff like that. That's if a lot of guys working construction and stuff like that. If they get impingement on the job.
Right, right.
That tool can specifically be used to help them out.
Yeah.
We have the lines and the pump for that.
Right.
We also have our landing license plate, so we also work pretty closely with PHI Medevac out of Temple at Austin. And anytime we have any kind of severe level of accident, they do an auto launch. So those helicopters will automatically come in route and go airborne for us. And then once we get there, we can make a determination whether we need their assistance or not. If we do, all the firefighters are trained to map out a landing zone for them that's safe with no high lines, no overhead obstructions,
right,
no deviations in the ground. We actually use those to mark it out.
That's good.
We have your standard air tank. So that's your pack. It's your tank and the actual pack together with a mast. And those are MSAs. Those are 45-minute bottles. So you get a nice long time of work out of those. And then as you move over, we have our RIT here, which is our rapid intervention team. So anytime we have a structure fire or anything of that nature that requires personnel to be inside operating, we have a 2-in, 2-out rule. But we also have a team on standby just in case anything happens. So if a firefighter does go down, this team goes in with a set of tools or the equipment necessary, as well as a spare air tank inside of here.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Just a spare air bottle. So
that one's actually bigger than that one, isn't it? Or is it just the same
it's
size?
It's a different brand.
Different. Okay.
Yeah, this is Scott. That's MSA. They're all interchangeable stuff.
Okay.
So
same time limit on that?
About the same. This one's
Yeah.
a 40-minute.
40-minute? Okay.
Yes, sir. That's good.
All right.
We have the availability to bring air to that firefighter and help them out if they need it.
You'll be in the truck with me, Ray?
We also carry 750 gallons of water on board, as well as all the tools we need to grab a fire hydrant like that one right there.
Right.
And so that's our main supply of water. If we do need water in an area where we don't have a hydrant, typically we call for second due engines or additional trucks or tankers to shuttle that water to us.
You can also pump out of a swimming pool and stuff like that too,
Yes,
can't
sir,
you?
we can. So these black lines up here
Uh-huh.
are heart suction lines.
Okay.
And I actually just went through that training last week.
Oh, cool.
I was over at Stillhouse Marina. We pulled the truck right up to the lake, put these lines in, and we were able to prime our pump and flow roughly about 1,200 gallons a minute out from the lake.
That'll help.
Oh, yes, sir. So we carry all your basic stuff: trauma bags, water, fire blankets, stabilization struts, hand tools for every kind of application you can imagine. We carry spare air bottles. Because once you use your tank up, guess what? You're going back in. You come out,
Right.
use your tank out, and get back to work. That's the way we roll.
Now, can you fill them up here, or do you gotta fill them
We
up?
do go to a station. We go to Morgan's Point.
Okay.
That's one of our sister departments, and we do go to them to use their cascade system. The air
Okay, so
quality-
you don't have something on the truck to fill
no,
tanks.
Unfortunately, not on this one. That system's actually pretty expensive to in place.
Okay.
Roughly, they're about $40,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And we're all volunteers, so
Right.
ordering stuff is few and far between. Back here, we carry airbags, so anything like an impingement, or if you need something lifted off of you, we can actually deploy these airbags and lift that up.
Okay, and that goes to the same pump out there, or is that's hydraulic though, isn't it?
Right, that's hydraulic. This is pneumatic. So we
Pneumatic,
actually run,
okay.
this runs off of air tanks.
Okay, so is that the pump there?
Yep.
Okay.
Right there, your controls in and out.
Okay.
And then we have high angle rescue bags with rescue ropes and stuff like that if we need to get to you. All of our supply
All the
lines.
hoses, yeah.
So if we got to bring water to you, which we can do about 1,000-foot lay into water. It's cool when it happens. It is not cool when you have to pack it up.
I can imagine, yeah.
And those rolls are about 200 pounds a roll once you finally get them all packed up.
Oh, sounds like fun.
Oh, it's a good time. Back here we carry all your basic stuff.
Ladders,
Extension ladder,
okay.
roof ladders, attic ladders. My favorite tool, the New York folks. So we use these for pulling down ceilings.
Okay.
Anything like that with using a pry, pick, pull, whatever you may need. And then on this side of the apparatus, some of the gear that's displayed out there is housed in here. We have life vests because we do supply service to Stillhouse Lake and the marina as well as the beach. 4 high-angle rescue bags for anything from rappelling to getting a line into somebody. Maybe they're in the river and we got to bring out a rope to them to stabilize them. We carry onboard foam for car fires, things of that nature that need to be really snuffed out. Dry sweep, which is kind of like the kitty litter for oil
spills,
right,
stuff like that, right.
We do get a lot of spill calls.
I bet.
Ventilation fans, so after there's a fire, obviously you get a lot of smoke.
Blow the
and stuff in
smoke
house.
out, right.
Bring all that out. In here, just some basic hand tools. And then back there, a K-12 cutoff saw and a chainsaw.
Cool, yeah, I can see how that would come in handy.
Oh yeah. And then most of your fires, your room and contents after a flash is over, you can actually put out, we had a firefighter do this about 3 weeks ago, put out room and contents fire with just this.
Okay.
It's called PWCAD. It's just water, Dawn dish soap, and pressurized air. And we just refill these on our own in-house. And he had a fully involved bathroom fire. And he walked in there with just this, and he was able to put the whole room out.
Wow.
Yep. This is where the magic happens. This is a fun time to learn how to operate all this stuff.
I bet.
This is your DPO compartment driver pump operator. So from here, he can select what he's taking in for water. He can calculate that with his intake, pump intake, and then his pump discharge. We can adjust that via the RPMs. I can adjust how much per line that they're getting as far as pressure. Average operation is 120 PSI on
Okay.
a single hand line. The deck gun up top is 150, but that can deliver a lot more water than a single hand line.
What kind of range does the deck gun have?
A few hundred feet.
A few hundred feet.
Yeah, I was cascading out into the lake.
Wow.
I had a nice stream going. But yeah, we have all your standardized fittings and stuff like that. Depending on what kind of environment we're operating in, will dictate what we need to bring to the party. So single-story residential structure fire, you're probably only using your smaller lines like your 8-3/4. But fully involved structure fires, big fire, big water. That's the rule of thumb. So you want to deploy a bigger line to get more water onto that fire.
Right.
This is a whole animal in itself. Just learning how to operate it and how the certain sequence of operation that all these levers and switches need to be hit in. And then also keeping track of all that to make sure you're not cavitating your pump, that you're not pulling in air
Right.
or not pulling in enough water to supply or to match what you're putting out. On board, you have about 4 to 6 minutes of water flowing at 100 GPM. So in your head, you're doing the math. Hey, if I don't have a hydrant and I need to figure out how long away my next fire truck is coming in, how much water do I have and how do I need to ration that accordingly?
Right.
You learn how to do that pretty quickly around here, especially in Texas, Central Texas. The availability of water is scarce.
I can imagine, yeah. And that's your fill. That's how much water you have in the tank right now,
Yes,
right?
sir, that is.
So the
That's
truck
what
is
we-
almost full then.
Yeah, so it does drip a little bit just like anything else.
Right.
So we'll probably grab a hydrant on our way home, you know, top it off. At the beginning and end of every shift, we top everything off, fuel, water.
Just so you make sure it's all there in case you need it.
Yes, sir.
Because you don't want to be filling. It's like, oh, we got an emergency. Got to fill the truck.
Yes, sir. So we're 100% volunteer,
Okay.
but we're the only volunteer department in Bell County that staffs 24/7. So year-round, 365 days a year, we're here in our house like a regular paid fire department staffing on shifts. And so with that gives us the availability. Traditionally, what you see with your volunteer departments, the call goes out, they go from their house to the department to pick up a vehicle to then come to your residence or wherever the emergency is. We're usually about a minute to a minute and a half before we're out the door. So we have a very fast response time to any kind of real incidents. And then we also have a lot of trained personnel that know how to size things up accordingly and then request the necessary assets to accomplish whatever we get brought out to. So whether that's coordinating with sheriff's units or adjacent fire departments, we work very closely with Harker Heights, Belton, Sparta Valley, and they're all great guys. I mean, I have not had one bad interaction ever with any of these departments. They're all fantastic people, all working towards the same common goal, which is just saving lives and property.
Right.
And it's truly fantastic to see, you know, you come up on somebody's worst day and you have a bunch of strangers that work so cohesively together. It's truly something to see.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. All right. So that was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed that. I saw a lot of fun things there, and you know, hopefully you did too. So I think that is all that I have for today. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.